preacher talked about the resurrection like it was something distant and abstract. But I think about it every single morning. There's something concrete, something coming back. I think about the moment that I see you, not as a theology, but as a fact, that somewhere past this grieving and this living, there's a reunion, and I'm heading toward that. And I don't know what that looks like exactly. I don't know the how or where or when, but I know the God who made you didn't waste you. And I know I'll hear your laugh again when I see you again. I want to tell you everything I saved up. When I see you again, I'll have 40 years of stories if you want. When I see you again, I want to dance the way we always danced in the kitchen after everyone had gone. When I see you again, I want to hold you for a long, long time before we say a single word about the years. When I see you again, Lord, I've been saving everything for when I see you again. I've been keeping a list inside a notebook that I've been writing in since you've been gone. Everything that happened, everything I thought of, every grandchild born and every song, every season on the farm and every harvest, every heartbreak that the family made it through, every ordinary miracle and Tuesday that I wanted to come home and tell to you. 4 years of living written in that notebook, in the handwriting that you always tease me for. And I'm gonna read you every word when I get there, or maybe by then we'll just know it at the door. When I see you again, I wanna tell you everything I saved up. When I see you again, I'll have 40 years of stories if you want. When I see you again, I wanna dance the way we always danced in the kitchen after everyone had gone. When I see you again, I wanna hold you for a long, long time before we say a single word about the year. When I see you again, Lord, I've been saving everything for when I see you again. I'm not in a hurry, Lord, I wanna be clear. I've still got living left and love to give, and the grandkids need me, and the farm needs tending, and I've got good reasons still to live. But somewhere at the back of every morning, behind the coffee and the chores and the routine, is the quiet expectation of a reunion that makes the whole remaining sweeter and more clean. youngest granddaughter asked me last October if heaven has a porch with a swinging chair. I said, sweetheart, I believe it does, most certainly. She said, good, because her grandma needs one there. And I held that child and thought about the wisdom that comes out of a 4-year-old sometimes. And I said, yes, she does, and she's been sitting in it, saving us a seat for quite some time. When I see you again, I want to tell you everything I saved up. When I see you again, I'll have 40 years of stories if you want. When I see you again, I want to dance the way we always danced in the kitchen after everyone had gone. When I see you again, I wanna hold you for a long, long time before we say a single word about the years. When I see you again, Lord, I've been saving everything for when I see you again. See you again, saving it all. See you again, answer the call every day, getting there. See you again in that swinging chair. When I see you again, I'll be home. When I see you again, never alone. When I see you again.
If this song touched something inside you, maybe there's a name living quietly in your heart right now. Write their name in the comments. Tell us who they were: husband, wife, partner, first love, or the one who walked beside you for a lifetime. Every story matters here. Love doesn't end, it just waits. Read other comments too. You'll see you're not alone tonight. Stay with the music. Don't leave yet. The next songs were chosen for people who remember, who miss, and who still carry love every single day. Maybe one of them will feel like a warm light in the dark, like someone sitting beside you again, just for a moment. We're here with you. Keep listening.
I still set 2 cups out every morning before I catch myself and put one back. I still reach across the bed before the sunrise and feel the cold of where you used to be and can't come back. The dog still checks your chair at supper like she's waiting for you to. And I still talk to you. God help me, I still talk to you. Not because I think you hear me, not because I know you're listening close, but because 37 years of telling you everything doesn't stop just because I've lost the most. Still talking to you while I'm driving down a road. Still talking to you when the silence gets too cold. I tell you about the weather and the children and the farm. I tell you how I'm doing without you in my arms. Still talking to you every single day. Still talking to you, and I got nothing left to say except I love you and I miss you and I always will. Still talking to you, I'll be talking to you still. I told you about the grandchild born in April, Said she's got your eyes and that same stubborn chin. I told you that your roses came in early, and I left them on the vine where you put them. I told you that your sister called on Sunday. She's doing fine, she sends her love to you. And I sat there on the porch and talked until the dark came, the way I always do. Because the silence in this house without you is a weight that talking is the only way around. And if you're somewhere listening through the quiet, then you know there's still a man who loves you down here on the ground. Still talking to you while I'm driving down our road. Still talking to you when the silence gets too cold. I tell you about the weather and the children and the farm. I tell you how I'm doing without you in my arms. Still talking to you every single day. Still talking to you, and I got nothing left to say except I love you and I miss you and I always will. Still talking to you, I'll be talking to you still. The preacher said that grief gets easier with time, and maybe that's the truth for other men. But I don't want easier, I want you beside me. And since I can't have that, I'll keep talking till the end. Because every conversation that I'm having is the same one we've been having all our lives. And I don't know how to stop it, and I won't try. I'll keep talking to my darling and my wife. Some nights I fall asleep mid-sentence, telling you about some nothing kind of day. And I wake up in the dark and reach and find you, and for 1/2 second everything's okay. And then I remember, and the room comes back around me, and I lie there in the quiet for a while. And then I start talking to you again, just softly. And somehow that still makes me almost smile. Still talking to you while I'm driving down our road. Still talking to you when the silence gets too cold. I tell you about the weather and the children and the farm. I tell you how I'm doing without you in my arms. Still talking to you every single day. Still talking to you, and I got nothing left to say except I love you and I miss you and I always will. Still talking to you, I'll be talking to you still. Still talking every day. Still talking, can't stop this way. Still talking to you. Still talking the whole way through. I'll be talking to you till I see you again. Still talking to you. Went back to the bend down on the hatchet, the one we found together in the spring of '79. Pulled the truck off where we always pulled it, and carried everything down to the water line. The same old willows hanging in the water, the same old log we used to sit beside. And I set my line and poured my coffee out there, and started talking like you were right there by my side. 'Cause that was always what the fishing was for us. Not really about the fishing, never had been. It was sitting side by side in the quiet, talking about everything and nothing in the bin. The fishing spot we used to share is still the most peaceful place I know. The fishing spot we used to share is where I go when the grief won't let me go. I sit beside the water with your memory, and I tell you all the things I've got to say. The fishing spot we used to share is sacred ground now, the holiest place in my whole day. The fishing spot we used to share. I caught a good one in the afternoon, and I turned to show you out of habit, and you weren't there. And I held it up to nothing for a moment, then I laughed because I knew you saw it there. I said, darling, did you see that one I got there? She would have said, that's nothing, I caught bigger once. She was always keeping score at the fishing, and losing every time and blaming luck. And I sat there laughing at the memory, sitting by the water in the afternoon. And I thought that maybe this is what survival looks like, finding you in everything, including the funny too. The fishing spot we used to share is still the most peaceful place I know. The fishing spot we used to share is where I go when the grief won't let me go. I sit beside the water with your memory, and I tell you all the things I've got to say. The fishing spot we used to share is sacred ground now, the holiest place in my whole day. I'm gonna bring the grandkids down this summer, gonna teach them where to set the line. Gonna tell them this is where their grandma and granddaddy used to come and solve the problems of the time. And they'll fish and they'll get bored and wanna go home early, but they'll carry something of this bend with them. And someday they'll come back here on their own and sit here, carry all of us with them. Fishing spot we used to share is still the most peaceful place I know. The fishing spot we used to share is where I go when the grief won't let me go. I sit beside the water with your memory, and I tell you all the things I've got to say. The fishing spot we used to share is sacred ground now, the holiest place in my whole day. fishing spot we used to share, sacred ground down by the bend, sacred ground where you've been. Willow trees, water line, fishing spot, still mine and thine. The fishing spot we used to share. I was standing in the grocery store on Wednesday, in the cereal aisle of all the places to be undone, when the speakers overhead started playing the song we danced to on our wedding day that June. And I stood there holding a box of something, with people pushing carts on every side, and the whole world fell away to just that music. And I stood there in the cereal aisle and cried. Not the quiet kind you hide behind your glasses, not the kind that people miss if they're not looking close, the kind that comes up from somewhere past your choosing, from the place that holds the things you love the most. The wedding song came on, and I was 27 again. The wedding song came on, and you were there again, dancing in the white dress in the backyard in the summer with your daddy and your sisters and the fireflies at dusk. The wedding song came on, and for 3 minutes in a grocery store on Wednesday, you were here and we were young and it was us. The wedding song came on. The woman with a cart stopped and asked me gently if I needed something, was I feeling alright? I said, yes ma'am, I'm sorry, it's just a song. She said, honey, take your time, I got all night. She stood there with me till the song was over, a stranger in the grocery store at noon. And when it ended, she just nodded and moved on. And I stood there still for another minute or two, and I thought about the kindness of a stranger, standing with you in the aisle while you fall apart. And I thought that that's the way grace moves between us, unexpected in the broken parts. The wedding song came on, and I was 27 again. The wedding song came on, and you were there again, dancing in the white dress in the backyard in the summer with your daddy and your sisters and the fireflies at dusk. The wedding song came on, and for 3 minutes in a grocery store on Wednesday, you were here and we were young and it was us. The wedding song came on. I bought the cereal and drove home slowly, and I played the song again inside the truck, and I danced with both my hands upon the steering wheel, the way you always laughed at when we'd go somewhere. And I talked to you the whole drive home about the woman stood with me until the crying passed. And I said, darling, you would have liked her kindness. And I said, darling, these are the things that make me laugh. The wedding song came on, and I was 27 again. The wedding song came on and you were there again, dancing in the white dress in the backyard in the summer with your daddy and your sisters and the fireflies of dusk. The wedding song came on and for 3 minutes in a grocery store on Wednesday. You were here and we were young and it was us. The wedding song came on, and you were there. Came on in the grocery air. Wedding song 27. Wedding song halfway to heaven. The wedding song came on and you were here. There are things I should have said more often. There are words I thought you knew without the saying. There are mornings I walk past you in the kitchen when I should have stopped and held you while the coffee was brewing. And I know you knew I loved you, I know you knew. But knowing and the hearing aren't the same. And I've been adding to a list since you've been gone of everything I'd say if you came home again. Not the big things, not the grand pronouncements, not the speeches I'd have given at the end, but the small and daily things, the in-between things, the Tuesday things I failed to say back then. What I would tell you now is that you made the ordinary sacred. What I would tell you now is that I know there's more than I let on. What I would tell you now is that your laugh was my religion, and your patience was the ground I stood upon. What I would tell you now is that I was better because of you, in ways I'll spend the rest of my life measuring. What I would tell you now is thank you and I love you and I'm sorry for every word I kept inside that you deserve to hear. What I would tell you now, I would tell you that the way you read on Sundays, with the glasses low upon your nose, was the most beautiful thing I ever didn't say enough. And now the Sunday quiet just shows me everything I took for granted living, every background beauty I walked past. And I'd give everything I have for one more Sunday to sit beside you reading till the last. because we think we have tomorrow for the sale. We think the time for telling them is long, and then one ordinary Tuesday tells us different, and every unsaid thing becomes a song. What I would tell you now is that you made the ordinary sacred. What I would tell you now is that I noticed more than I let on. What I would tell you now is that your laugh was my religion, and your patience was the ground I stood upon. What I would tell you now is that I was better because of you, in ways I'll spend the rest of my life measuring. What I would tell you now is thank you, and I love you, and I'm sorry for every word I kept inside that you deserve to hear. What I would tell you now, if you can hear me from wherever you are resting, I want you to know I'm saying it all now. Every morning on the porch I'm saying thank you. Every evening in the dark I'm saying how much I loved you, and how much I still love you, and how the house still feels like you inside, and how the grandkids have your laugh, and that's the greatest inheritance that you could leave behind. What I would tell you now is that you made the ordinary sacred. What I would tell you now is that I noticed more than I let on. What I would tell you now is that your laugh was my religion, and your patience was the ground I stood upon. What I would tell you now is that I was better because of you, in ways I'll spend the rest of my life measuring. What I would tell you now is thank you, and I love you, and I'm sorry for every word I kept inside that you deserve to hear. What I would tell you now, tell you now, every day, tell you now, in every way. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. I see you. What I would tell you now is everything. My daughter's wedding was on a Saturday in September, and I walked her down the aisle and gave her hand, and I danced with her and told her that her mama would have been so proud to see the woman she's become. And when the DJ called for open dancing, and the floor filled up with couples turning slow. I walked off to the side and stood there watching, and I talked to you the way that only I would know. I said, darling, are you seeing this right now? I said, darling, she looks just like you in white. I said, darling, everything we built is standing beautiful before me, and I miss you more than words on this night. I'm saving the last dance for you, the way I always have it every wedding. I'm saving the last dance for you. When the room goes quiet and the night winds down, I'll step out to the parking lot or the back porch, and I'll dance with the air where you would be. I'm saving the last dance for you, my darling. The last dance at every party is yours and always will be. I'm saving the last dance for you. The grandchildren ran between the dancing couples, and our son gave a speech that made everyone weep. And I sat there at the family table thinking about every table we had sat at, you and me. And I raised my glass to you when no one noticed, and I whispered to you all the things I'd say. And I know you were there, I know you had to be there on our daughter's wedding day. 'Cause some occasions are too large for absence. Some moments call the missing ones back in, and I felt you in the flowers and the music, and in every place our daughter's joy had been. I'm saving the last dance for you, the way I always have at every wedding. I'm saving the last dance for you. When the room goes quiet and the night winds down, I'll step out to the parking lot or the back porch, and I'll dance with the air where you would be. I'm saving the last dance for you, my darling. The last dance at every party is yours and always will be. I'm saving the last dance for you. And when they finally called the last song of the evening, I slipped out to the garden in the dark, and I held my arms out just the way you taught me, and I danced with everything you left inside my heart. And I talked to you about the whole day's beauty, and I told you that our daughter found a good man true. And I said, darling, I am tired and I am grateful, and I saved the very last dance for you. I'm saving the last dance for you, the way I always have at every wedding. I'm saving the last dance for you. When the room goes quiet and the night winds down, I'll step out to the parking lot or the back porch, and I'll dance with the air where you would be. I'm saving the last dance for you, my darling. The last dance at every party is yours and always will be. I'm saving the last dance for you. Last dance, always yours. Last dance, every time, every party, every night. Last dance, yours by right. I'm saving the last dance for you. Was the one with the green thumb between us. I couldn't keep a house plant alive to save my soul. She'd laugh and say, just water it on Tuesdays. Like that was all the secret you would need to know. After she was gone, the garden went to nothing. First the roses, then the herbs, then everything. And I stood there looking at the empty flower beds and thought, I cannot let this be the ending. So I went down to the nursery in March, and I stood there like a man who's lost at sea. And the girl behind the counter asked what I was planting, and I said, I'm planting everything my wife planted for me. I planted her garden again, every rose and every herb and every vine. I planted her garden again with these two clumsy hands of mine. I dug the beds the way she showed me once, I set the stakes the way she always did. I planted her garden again this April, because some things are too beautiful to let go. I planted her garden again. I called her sister for the names of everything. She cried a little, then she helped me make a list. She said, honey, your wife would be so happy that you're doing this. She'd never have believed it. I said, I know she wouldn't, and I laughed for the first time. And what felt like months of only moving through the grave. And I went out every morning for 6 weeks, getting my hands dirty in the way she did every day. And something in the planting was a healing, something in the soil and the seed, something in the kneeling down and working was giving something back to the bereaved. I planted her garden again, every rose and every herb and every vine. I planted her garden again with these two clumsy hands of mine. I dug the beds the way she showed me once, I set the stakes the way she always did. I planted her garden again this April, because some things are too beautiful to let go. I planted her garden again. When the roses finally bloomed in June, I sat down in the grass beside the beds, and I talked to her about every single one, the way I always talk to her about everything. And I swear the air around me shifted gently, like something heard me in the afternoon. And I stayed until the fireflies came out, sitting in the garden Every rose and every herb and every vine, I planted her garden again with these two clumsy hands of mine. I dug the beds the way she showed me once, I set the stakes the way she always did. I planted her garden again this April, because some things are too beautiful to let go. I planted her garden again. Her garden, blooming still. Her garden, always will. Every rose, every vine, her garden, mine to tend in time. I planted her garden again. I still sleep on my side of the mattress. 3 years on and I still sleep on mine. I still leave her pillow where she left it. I still leave the lamp on her side on at night. Not because I think she's coming back now, but because that lamp was always on for her. And some things you just keep on doing when the keeping is the only way to blur the line between the life you had together and the life you're living in the aftermath. I keep the lamp on, and I keep the pillow, and I sleep on my side of what we had. Her side of the bed still has the shape of where she used to be. Her side of the bed is the loneliest geography I have ever known. The 12 inches of cool sheet beside me is an ocean every night I have to cross alone. Her side of the bed still smells like her in ways I can't explain. Her side of the bed is where I say her name. Every night before I close my eyes and let the darkness come, her side of the bed is still hers. My son came by and offered me a new one and said, "Daddy, let's get you something fresh and clean." I said, "Son, this mattress holds the shape of 30 years. I'm not ready to sleep somewhere she's never been." He didn't push, and I was grateful for that. He just made me coffee and we sat a while, and he told me stories of his mama that I hadn't heard, and we both ended up somewhere between the tears and smiles. Because grief is not a thing you do alone, right? Grief is something that the whole family carries. And the best nights are the ones where someone else sits with you in the missing and the very. Her side of the bed still has the shape of where she used to be. Her side of the bed is the loneliest geography I have ever known. The 12 inches of cool sheet beside me is an ocean every night I have to cross alone. Her side of the bed still smells like her in ways I can't explain. Her side of the bed is where I say her name. Every night before I close my eyes and let the darkness come, her side of the bed is still hers. Someday I suppose I'll sleep in the middle. Someday I suppose the lamp won't need to stay. Someday I suppose the pillow will be just a pillow. But today is not that day, and yesterday was not that day, because she put her head there every night for 30 years. And her head deserves the honor of the space. And I'll keep the lamp on and I'll keep the pillow until the Lord calls me to take her place. Her side of the bed still has the shape of where she used to be. Her side of the bed is the loneliest geography I have ever known. 12 inches of cool sheet beside me is an ocean every night I have to cross alone. Her side of the bed still smells like her in ways I can't explain. Her side of the bed is where I say her name. Every night before I close my eyes and let the darkness come, her side of the bed is still hers, still hers, always hers, still hers. Lamp still burns, her side, never mind, her side, till the end of time. Her side of the bed is still hers. Radio came on with something slow on a Sunday afternoon in late July. And before I knew what I was doing, I was standing in the middle of the kitchen with my arms out wide. And I danced with nothing but the air around me, the shape of where you always used to be. And the music held me up through 2 whole verses, dancing with your memory in me. Some men would be embarrassed at that picture, an old man dancing alone in his kitchen floor. But I have loved you long enough to know that loving you like this is worth whatever anyone thinks and more. Dancing with your memory in the kitchen where we danced 1,000 times. Dancing with your memory, holding on to what the music finds. You're not here, but something of you is in the song and in the space between my arms. Dancing with your memory, my darling, is the closest I can get to where you are. Dancing with your memory. I remembered how you always let a little, even when you weren't supposed to, and I'd tease say I lead better, and I'd say you're right, darling. And we'd laugh and keep on dancing just like these. Long and golden afternoons remind me of the years we had and everything they were. And I danced there in the kitchen till the song was over. Then I stood there in the quiet and I heard nothing but the clock above the stove there, nothing but the wind outside the screen. And I understood that grief is just love continuing, with nowhere left to go and in between. Dancing with your memory in the kitchen where we danced 1,000 times. Dancing with your memory, holding on to what the music finds. You're not here, but something of you is in the song and in the space between my arms. Dancing with your memory, my darling, is the closest I can get to where you are. Dancing with your memory. Our daughter called right after, and I told her. She laughed and said, that sounds just like you too. She said, Daddy, keep on dancing in that kitchen. I think she'd want you to. And I think she's right, because you always said that the dancing was the best part of the whole thing. So I'll keep on dancing in this kitchen till the day I get to hold the real thing. Dancing with your memory in the kitchen where we danced 1,000 times. Dancing with your memory, holding on to what the music finds. You're not here, but something of you is in the song and in the space between my arms. Dancing with your memory, my darling, is the closest I can get to where you are. Dancing with your memory. Memory dancing, arms open wide. Memory dancing, still by my side. Kitchen floor, Sunday song. Memory dancing all night long. Dancing with your memory. I got a phone that's 3 years old and cracking. Won't let my daughter buy me something new, because deep inside the memory of that old phone, there's a 30-second message left by you. You called to ask if I could pick up coffee. Your voice was strong and ordinary then. You had no way of knowing it was Tuesday. And Tuesday was the last time I'd hear you again. I have played it in the dark 1,000 mornings. I have played it in the truck on lonesome nights. 30 seconds of a Tuesday afternoon that became the most important thing in my life. The last voicemail, 30 seconds of your voice. The last voicemail, Lord, I didn't have a choice but to hold on to it like it was the last of anything, because it was the last of everything. The last voicemail, just you asking about coffee on a Tuesday. The last voicemail is all I have left of your voice now, and I play it every day. My grandson tried to show me how to save it to somewhere that it couldn't be erased. I said, son, I know it's fragile, I know it's temporary, but some things you just have to live with in that space. He saved it to a file somewhere I'll never find it, but I kept the original right where it lives, in the old cracked phone I carry in my shirt pocket, against my chest where everything of you still is. Because the voice of someone that you loved and lost is the holiest sound that grief will let you keep. 30 seconds of an ordinary Tuesday is enough to get a broken man through sleep. The last voicemail, 30 seconds of your voice. The last voicemail, Lord, I didn't have a choice but to hold on to it like it was the last of anything, because it was the last of everything. The last voicemail, just you asking about coffee on a Tuesday. The last voicemail is all I have left of your voice now, and I play it every day. I wonder if you knew it when you called me, if something in you felt the closing near. I wonder if that's why your voice sounds easy and unhurried and completely without fear. Or maybe that's just who you always were, unhurried and completely without fear. Either way, I'm grateful for that Tuesday, for 30 seconds of you coming through clear. The last voicemail, 30 seconds of your voice. The last voicemail, Lord, I didn't have a choice but to hold on to it like it was the last of anything, because it was the last of everything. The last voicemail, just you asking about coffee on a Tuesday. The last voicemail is all I have left of your voice now, and I play it every day. 30 seconds, your voice. 30 seconds, my choice. To hold it, to keep it, to play it, and weep with it. The last voicemail is you. Every Friday on the way back from the feed store, I pull in at the flower shop on Vine. The girl behind the counter knows me by now. She has your yellow roses waiting every time. I drive them home and put them in the window, the same blue vase you put them in before. And the house smells like a Friday that you're coming, even though you won't be coming through that door. People say that I should let the ritual go, that holding on like that just keeps the wound. But those yellow roses every Friday morning are the closest thing I have to having you. I still buy your favorite flowers every Friday like I always did. I still put them in the blue vase on the windowsill, the way you showed me 40 years amid all the ordinary Fridays of our living, when you were here to put them there yourself. I still buy your favorite flowers, darling, because some things I'm just not ready to put on the shelf. I still buy your favorite flowers. Your daughter came by Saturday and saw them. She stood there at the window for a while. She didn't say a word about the flowers. She just turned around and gave me a teary smile. She said, "Daddy, I do the same thing every week. I buy the soap you used for 30 years, just to smell it on the mornings that are hardest." And we stood there in the kitchen, holding back our tears, because grief comes out in these small keeping rituals, in the flowers and the soap and the saved voicemail, in the coffee cup we wash but never put away, in the small and stubborn ways we refuse to say farewell. I still buy your favorite flowers every Friday like I always did. I still put them in the blue vase on the windowsill, the way you showed me 40 years amid all the ordinary Fridays of our living, when you were here to put them there yourself. I still buy your favorite flowers, darling, because some things I'm just not ready to put on the shelf. I still buy your favorite flowers. The grief books say there comes a time for letting go of the rituals that keep the wound alive. But I don't think buying yellow roses every Friday is keeping me from healing or from life. I think it's keeping me connected to a woman who loved yellow roses and who loved this man. And until the Lord sees fit to call me toward her, I'll keep buying yellow roses while I can. I still buy your favorite flowers every Friday like I always did. I still put them in the blue vase on the windowsill, the way you showed me 40 years amid all the ordinary Fridays of our living, when you were here to put them there yourself. I still buy your favorite flowers, darling, because some things I'm just not ready to put on the shelf. I still buy your favorite flowers. Yellow roses every Friday. Yellow roses your way. Still buying them, still placing them, still missing you, still facing them. I still buy your favorite flowers. The kids came home the week before the holiday, filled this house with everything but you. And I was grateful, Lord, I was so grateful. But something in me ached the whole way through. Your daughter put your ornament up first, the one you painted back in '83. And we all got real quiet for a moment. Nobody said a word, but everybody could see that the house was full of love and full of laughter, and full of everything a family ought to be. But there was one chair that we couldn't fill with anything, and one voice missing from the harmony. The empty chair at Christmas is the loudest thing in any room. The empty chair at Christmas is the shape of you. We pass the food and say the grace and sing the old songs, and we're doing fine, it's true. But the empty chair at Christmas is the place where all our missing lives. The empty chair at Christmas is you. Your grandson asked me where you were this year. He's 3 and don't quite understand it yet. I said she's up above the Christmas star there. He pointed up and said that one, and I said yes. And he went back to playing without asking, the way that children do when they accept. And I stood there in the kitchen, trying not to break apart, before the family had to see me break. Because someone has to hold the day together. Someone has to be the one who keeps it whole. And I've been doing that for 3 Christmases running, while talking to you quietly in my soul. The empty chair at Christmas is the loudest thing in any room. The empty chair at Christmas is the shape of you. We pass the food and say the grace and sing the old song. And we're doing fine, it's true. But the empty chair at Christmas is the place where all our missing lies. The empty chair at Christmas is you. I think about the Christmases behind us, the ones where that chair was full and warm and loud, when you would sing completely off the key and proud, when you would burn the rose and we would never let you live it down. Those are the Christmases I carry now, into every quiet December room, looking at your chair and feeling everything that a man can feel at Christmas, missing you. We lit a candle in your place this year, your daughter's idea, and it was right. A small flame in the window for the missing, burning steady through the long December night. And I sat up after everyone was sleeping and watched that candle till it burned down low, and talked to you about the day and all the children, the way I always do, so you would know. The empty chair at Christmas is the loudest thing in any room. The empty chair at Christmas is the shape of you. We pass the food and say the grace and sing the old songs. And we're doing fine, it's true. But the empty chair at Christmas is the place where all our missing lies. The empty chair at Christmas is you. Empty chair, full heart, empty chair, never apart. Every Christmas, every year. Empty chair, you're still here. The empty chair at Christmas is you.